Did you know that planning a corporate offsite for just 40 people can take over 100 hours? That's more than 2 full work weeks. What if you could cut that time by 75%? Hey there, I'm Thomas Maziman, CEO of TeamOut. We're a tech event planning company that has organized over 1,000 corporate offsites for companies like Netflix, Reddit, and PwC. If you've been put in charge of planning your next company offsite, you're probably already feeling overwhelmed. You've got your regular job to do, and now you're supposed to somehow find the time to plan this entire event too. Well, in this video, I'm going to walk you through my proven 5-step system that will save you 75% of the time typically spent on offsites. You'll learn exactly how to avoid the common mistakes and use the same strategies we use with our biggest clients. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because we post weekly content about corporate event hacks and best practices that could save you thousands of dollars and countless hours. Stay until the end because I'll also share a free template that will save you hours of work right from the start. This is the exact template we use at TeamOut to plan offsites for companies like Netflix, and today it's yours, free. The biggest time waster in offsite planning happens before you even start looking at venues, and most people have no idea they're making this mistake. What is it? Skipping proper pre-planning. At TeamOut, we've seen companies waste weeks of back and forth communication simply because they didn't spend a few hours getting organized at the start. Here's how to avoid that trap. First, clearly define your event size and type. Know exactly how many people are attending and what kind of offsites you're planning. Second, establish your event goal. Is this about team building, strategic planning, or celebrating an achievement? Third, set a realistic budget range using a tool like a budget estimator instead of coming up with a budget yourself. Fourth, create a short list of potential dates by polling your team once, not every week. Send out one survey with 3 or 4 date options and go with the majority. Finally, narrow down destination options using 3 simple factors like weather, travel time, and airport accessibility. This immediately eliminates 80% of possible destinations. By spending just 2 or 3 hours on proper pre-planning, you will save yourself 20+ hours on rework later in the process. That's a 10x return on your time investment. The average person spends 40 hours just finding and vetting venues, but there is a method that cuts this time just to a few hours. Most people make the mistake of starting with random Google searches, looking at hundreds of properties that don't even match their needs. Here's the smarter approach. First, use specialized platforms instead of general searches. These platforms have already pre-vetted venues that specifically host corporate groups. Second, create a shortlist based on your pre-planning criteria. Only look at venues that match your group size, budget, and location needs. Third, request quotes from multiple venues at the same time using a standardized form. This saves you from writing the same information over and over again. Fourth, focus on reviews from similar sized groups, not just couples or individuals. A venue that's perfect for honeymoon might be terrible for corporate offsite. Finally, when you're ready to book, negotiate contracts with clear cancellation policies and ask for concessions like complimentary meeting spaces or welcome drinks. With this targeted approach, you can secure the perfect venue in under 10 hours instead of the typical 40, giving you back an entire work week. There's a secret document that professional planners use that saves hours of confusion and prevents schedule disasters. It's called the run-up show document. Most people try to build their event agenda from scratch and think they will get it right on one go. This is what you should do instead. First, start with a template that maps out each day hour by hour. This gives you a framework instead of a blank page. Second, build in buffer times between activities. Things always run late, and without buffers, your entire schedule falls apart. Third, balance structured activities with free time. The magic of offsites often happens during unscheduled moments when team members connect naturally. Fourth, don't try to finalize your event agenda all at once. Start with a draft and let it evolve as you confirm venues and activities. Fifth, make sure your agenda aligns with your offsite goals. Every activity should serve a purpose, whether it's team building, strategic planning, or simply having fun together. This structured approach to agenda building saves you from the endless revisions that eat up hours of planning time, but it will still create a flexible and enjoyable experience for your team. The most time-consuming part of offsite planning isn't what you think. It's managing all the little details for each attendee. This is where most planners get buried in emails. Here's how to cut through the chaos. First, create one comprehensive survey to collect all attendee information at once. Get their dietary restrictions, t-shirt size, and emergency contacts in a single form. Second, set clear deadlines for flight bookings and information submission. When people know the deadline, they're more likely to respond on time. Third, centralize all information into one system. If possible, try to have a system that gets updated automatically. Fourth, create a central communication channel like Slack or WhatsApp for updates. This eliminates the need to send multiple emails when plans change. Fifth, build an event website with all the essential information, agenda, packing list, transportation details, and FAQs. This cuts down on repetitive questions, and this is a game changer. This streamlined approach to attendee management eliminates dozens of individual emails and questions, saving you hours of back and forth communication. There's one approach that can save you nearly all of the 100+ hours typically spent on planning an offsite, but most people don't consider it until it's too late. The secret? Working with specialized offsite planners who do this every day. At TeamOut, we see many companies try to plan offsites internally at first, only to come to us stressed and behind schedule. Here's why working with experts from the start saves you time. First, professional planners have established vendor relationships. We've already vetted hundreds of venues and activity providers, so you don't have to. Second, we have pre-negotiated rates that can save you up to 30% on venue costs. These savings often cover the cost of using a planning service itself. Third, experts can quickly match activities to your team needs based on experience with similar groups. No more guessing what would work or what won't. Fourth, we handle all the complex logistics like transportation coordination, which is, to be honest, one of the most time-consuming aspects of offsite planning. Fifth, we provide proven templates for everything from attendee surveys to event websites, eliminating the need to create these from scratch. Working with experts can reduce your personal planning time from 100+ hours to just 25 hours of offsite, but you still make sure you have a perfectly executed offsite that your team will remember forever. So there you have it, the 5 time-saving secrets that can cut your offsite planning time by 75% or more. Let's quickly recap what we discussed today. Start with proper pre-planning to save 20+ hours of rework later. Use a targeted approach to venue sourcing to save 30 hours of searching. Build your agenda with a professional run-of-show template. Streamline attendee management with digital tools and centralized communication. And finally, consider working with a specialized planner who can handle the heavy lifting for you. Remember, planning a corporate offsite doesn't have to consume weeks of your life. With these strategies, you can create an amazing experience for your team while still having time to do your actual job. As promised, I'm giving away our professional run-of-show templates absolutely free. Just click the link in the description to download it. If you found these time-saving tips helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for weekly content on corporate event hacks and best practices. And if you want to learn more about how TeamOut can help you with your next offsite, visit teamout.com or drop a comment below with any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.